Good evening. My name is Casey Anderson, and I am going to be your child's chemistry teacher this year. So I'm really excited to work with you. We're really excited to work with your kids. Now, I do want to address the immediate elephant in the room. As you may notice, I am not present here. I am currently out. I will be expected to return, I believe, on December 5th. Mr. Rasmussen will be running things until then. We have worked together to give your child the best experience that we can. The content should not suffer at all. He is a fantastic teacher. And if you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to email me. I should be available pretty shortly after open house to answer any questions, provide help for you or your child as needed. So the big thing I want to address in open house tonight so that there's no real surprises is grading. So for the last couple years, and this year is no different, I am utilizing what is called a standards-based grading model. And so the way this works is each week there will be, roughly each week, there will be a quiz over the previous week's material. So they'll study stuff Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, quiz on Friday. So it's short snippets and it's only 4 questions. They're going to get between 0 and 4 points. Really just 1 for each question they get right. Now, there's going to be a bit of a translation into the gradebook. So if they get all 4 questions correct in the gradebook, you'll see a 10. If they get 3 of them correct, it's an 8. If 2 of them are correct, it's a 7. If 1 is correct, that's a 6. If none are correct, that's a 2.5. So what I'm doing is I'm translating from a 4-point scale into the standard percentage scale, because my interpretation is really a 3 out of 4 is your child has mastered the material. A 4 means they've gone beyond mastering it, and that's good. But the 3, that means they've gotten it. They're showing that they understand the material, and that's great. Even a 1 out of 4, they're showing some basic understanding there. But 0 out of 4 means that they're really not understanding it. There's some big problems there, so that's why the 2.5. Unlike previous years, if you have any kids that have had me in the last couple years, I changed things around this year. So if you look in Schoology and you see a percentage or a grade, that will be correct. Now, the big thing with this, and this is what's really important, what I want to drive home, every quiz can be retaken. I'm going to repeat that. Every quiz can be redone. I'm going to talk about it in a moment, kind of what the qualifiers on that are. Now, along with this, because it's only a couple days worth of material for the most part, I will not be allowing any notes on the quizzes, but any equations or constants, because that's not worth memorizing, will be provided to the students in class on the day of the quiz. Now, retakes. Again, all quizzes can be retaken for no penalty, no loss in credit. The first time a student retakes a quiz, all they have to do is show me that they have their notes and their homework done for that standard. Now, I want to pause here. And what I want to draw your attention to is that they should be doing their notes and their homework as we move through the material. Don't view the homework completion as, I didn't do well, so now I'm going to do the homework. Do the homework, do the notes, be prepared, and then if you don't do well, you can get some extra help. The work is already done, you can retest. So we've had some students in the past getting caught up in this idea that the homework is optional, that the homework is only there to retest. The homework is to do the best they can the first time. So be prepared the first time. To retest, the student will need to alert myself or Mr. Rasmussen that they want to retest. They must let us know before the end of the day prior to the test. Most tests will be on Friday. Most. This means by the end of the school day on Thursday, not Thursday night, they need to let myself or Mr. Rasmussen know that they want to retest and that the homework, they need to show us that the homework and the notes are done. This is because we need time to print out, to photocopy, to get those quizzes ready for them. They can do multiple retests the same day. So retests will always be done the same day as the normal quiz. So they could do a quiz and 1 retest. They could do a quiz and 2 retests. That's okay. As long as they have the time for it, they can do that. Now they can also retest a given standard more than once. So let's say they took it once in class, didn't do well. They showed me their notes and their homework, retested a second time, still mistakes were made. What they need to do now is they need to schedule a time to meet with either myself or Mr. Rasmussen, depending if I'm back, to go over the material. Because obviously just doing the homework isn't being sufficient. That's it. That's the ticket for retesting. Now, the deadlines. The last day to do a retest is January 26th because that's the end of the semester. Second semester, 6/15/23. That's it. Now, at the end of the semester, because I want to give people time to be able to do those retests, I will devote some time purely just for retests. But because I like to pretend that students are actually studying, I'm not going to let them retest the same standard 2 days in a row. So let's say they take a retest on a Monday. Great. If they're unhappy with their score, they're going to have to wait till Wednesday. Because I'm not going to let them retest Monday and the same one Tuesday and the same one Wednesday. It's not going to happen. So as the end of semester approaches, they need to be strategic a little bit. Really, my recommendation is do not put this off until the end. And finally, resources. What resources are available for you and your child? Biggest one is Schoology. Each standard and week's material will be in Schoology. It'll actually be labeled Standard 1, Standard 2, Standard 3 with the dates associated with it. Within each folder of each standard, there will be a document, something called schedule or something like that. And that's where it shows the schedule. So what we did on Monday, what we did Tuesday, and what the homework is for each piece. So if there's any question about what we're covering or what your kid did, excuse me, it'll be in Schoology. Additionally, in Schoology, I will have a link to my YouTube page. I have created videos like this of all of the material for the entire school year. This can be accessed via link in Schoology and is available all year long. Finally, email myself or Mr. Rasmussen if there's any questions. I should be available to help with email probably near the end of September and beyond. Before that, Mr. Rasmussen's probably the better choice. Anyway, sorry I couldn't be here tonight. I wish I could have met you. I look forward to meeting you later. Take care, and I'm looking forward to working with your kids.